So let's talk some business. You maybe didn't realize this, but starting a business in these tough times makes perfect sense right now. That's according to co-authors of a new book called 5 Steps to Freedom: How to Cut Your Dependence on Institutions and Escape Financial Slavery. There the book is. It is out right now, and we are joined this morning by Jeff Nabers, co-author, and Phoebe Chongchua. Phoebe came in from San Diego and Jeff all the way from Denver. So we appreciate you guys coming in this morning.
Oh, we're glad to be here. Thanks for having us.
Why is now an easy time? Because a lot of people have been laid off and just really having tough times making their payments and trying to find new jobs.
A lot of people are getting into entrepreneurship because they don't have a choice.
Right.
And you know, small businesses account for over 70% of the new jobs in the U.S., so this is a very productive thing for the economy.
But it would seem like if you don't have experience in that, it would seem like it'd be a tough time to start a business.
The interesting thing is when somebody gets into entrepreneurship, they have more to risk and more to gain. So they end up being even more productive than they are when they're a salaried employee. So I think it's a move in the right direction for our economy, and it's what we need right now when we're trying to get things, you know, back on track and in a more productive place.
Phoebe, you teamed up with Jeff. You've been a journalist your whole life. What are some of the things that surprised you that you learned with this book?
That's a big question. You know, there were so many things that were surprising. Just a matter of, for instance, if you look at the unemployment rate and the figures that are commonly touted out there, they're not really what they are. They're below what most people think. So the unemployment rate really pushes upwards of 16%, almost into the 20% range. But that's often not reported. So that was a bit surprising. Then it was surprising to learn about a lot of different things that can be used, such as your retirement account,
right,
to fund businesses and get involved at that level. I think that a lot of people don't recognize that they have more power over their personal finances, which if each individual becomes active, we can carry that out to make our country greater than it is today. But you know, there's just so many different surprising things, including the whole 5 steps that we detail.
Let's talk about those 5 steps. We have a graphic that we can put up so you all can see it. Obviously, we're not going to tackle everything in this 2 or 3 minutes, but we do have a graphic with the 5 steps, I believe. Can we put that up? Anyway, could you talk about those?
Sure. The first step in the 5 steps to freedom is measure. And this is a matter of getting down to accounting for what you have and getting a truthful representation of what inflation is doing to what you have.
Okay.
And as soon as you get that, that insight into what's going on with your holdings, you get pretty excited to move on to the second step, which is move everything that you have out of these big financial institutions that you know, that may or may not be delivering on their promise to make you wealthy at their expense. And the third step is to start saving. We advocate using precious metals, gold and silver holdings as a method of savings because they're, you know, the gold and silver supply is stable, unlike the supply of dollars.
What about oil? Is that a good investment?
I see oil as kind of a risky investment. Generally, in our book, what we put forth is a philosophy towards focusing on income. Because when you buy something and you just hope it goes up in price, you don't have any control. You can cross your fingers, maybe it'll go up, but maybe it'll go down. We help people learn how to take a look at things that produce income and do their research on the income it'll produce before they buy it, so that when they buy, they already have a good idea of what they're going to profit, rather than just the finger crossing.
Which real quickly, that goes into the 4th step, which is the multiply, what Jeff was just talking about. And then the 5th step of the book is to mention and do exactly what we're doing here, which is to get the word out. Because, you know, when people discover these ways, these nuggets of information and action plans, they've got to help spread that in order to make our country great again. And in order to put that wealth, like we said, back into our pockets. You know, viewers at home sitting there saying, I want my money back. I don't want it, you know, in these big institutions where I'm every time we do something, it's transactional fee.
Where can people get the book?
They can get the book at 5stepstofreedombook.com. It's also on Amazon.
All right. How's it doing so far?
Doing good. We just launched in July, and we've been going around the country doing little bits of tours here and there.
Yeah, very good.
Getting a lot of great feedback.
Well, good. Phoebe, thank you so much. Jeff, thank you for your long trips over here for the morning show. We appreciate it. You not only had to fly all the way over here, but we made you get up early.
Thanks for having us.
Reminds me of the good old days.
Yeah, exactly. 5 steps to freedom, and we appreciate you coming down.
Thank you.
All right.